afternoon, and welcome to my house. Just kidding, this is Lauren's house.
Well, it's
Would that be funny?
It's Thanksgiving.
That's right, and that's when you invite people over.
And have a good time and enjoy some cranberry
ginger ale.
Canada Dry.
Why don't they have this the rest of the year?
I don't know.
It's so good.
It is delicious, and I was so excited to have him try it because we like weird drinks.
Yeah, even the diet's good.
It is. It is.
And
do you want to talk about what's going on in the show other than like...
I don't think so. I'd rather just talk about this, honestly. No, we do have a good show. We have a good show coming up today.
It's pretty remarkable. And sit tight, because if you know of someone who is in need this holiday season, who maybe wants a couple of dogs.
Yeah, can you hear them?
Yeah,
they're wrestling.
There's no way to calm them down around here, especially when Molly shows up. But if you know of someone who is in need of a new furnace. This
is so cool. Wait till you hear this. Go ahead.
Yes, we are going to be giving one away to one family who needs it, thanks to our friends from Gault Heating and Cooling. So we're going to have lots of details on this coming up throughout the show and for the next few weeks.
Can you? And I'm sure there are people out there that are nervous that the weather's getting colder and their furnace may not make it through the winter.
And that's the worst fear in the cold.
That could be a friend right now. That could be a friend that does that.
She's so fun.
Yeah.
Isn't she fun?
This
is the face of Molly has really hit her limit with Mama. Rufus fighting.
I like
Molly.
All right, so we're going to tell you about that giveaway coming up. Thank you, friends at Gault. Yeah. Gault family's fantastic.
They really are. And we have details on the rescue mission opening up their brand new facilities. So we'll sort of take you through what Mike and I have seen over the years and why we're so excited for them.
Yeah, it should be really good. But should we start off?
I think we should, because this Penguin City story.
I think it's so neat that it's something that could have fallen through the cracks. It could have been something where everybody said, I get enough going on in my life. But one person kind of stepped up to the plate, and then the rest of Youngstown followed. So here's a great story from the good folks at Penguin City Brewing and all that they're doing to help out what should be a tragic story, but they're turning it into a little bit of a positive.
Yeah, now it's starting to get a little crazy and things are starting to move quickly.
To say Aspasia Liris Benaki has a lot going on right now would be an understatement. Her and her husband Richie are watching the new Penguin Brewery and Tap Room go up right now on this old plant site in downtown Youngstown.
Right now they're digging the sanitary lines for the bar, for the bathrooms, and for the brewery equipment.
In fact, the crew dug up another beer bottle the day we visited them.
They're digging out for the coolers in the back, and they came across another beer bottle. This beer bottle looks like it's from Cincinnati, a Cincinnati brewing company, which there was a saloon on the property, late 1800s, early 1900s. So it's definitely from that time period. It's just fun seeing all these beer bottles pop up. It's kind of like an omen.
I was going to say, it's a good omen for you guys?
Yes.
When she finally got to kick her feet up and relaxed, Aspasia saw a terrible story on the news. A young girl had been shot in Youngstown.
I was watching the news, it was a Friday night, and I saw the story about Krista. They were just trying to raise money for her to get a wheelchair because I guess her insurance didn't cover a wheelchair.
Aspasia figured people would donate. Other GoFundMes work very well, but not this time.
As I was, just every couple days seeing if people were donating, and I was just noticing that nobody was donating to the GoFundMe.
And that bothered her, so much so that she decided to reach out.
I spoke with the mother and I decided to do just kind of a Penguin City prize package. So if anybody donates to her GoFundMe, they get entered into the drawing and they could win this prize that I put together. I just threw together what everybody always wants from us. Merchandise, so all our new merchandise that's coming out for Christmas. I have tin signs, which those, they fly, like everybody loves our tin signs. Banners, glasses, koozies, coasters.
That's when things started to change. And thanks to social media, the word got out.
A couple weeks ago, I put it out on Facebook, and she was at $500. And in 24 hours, she went to $13,000.
And what did you think when you saw that?
I mean, it was emotional. There was a lot of tears, especially between me and her mother.
Soon, downtown businesses got the message, and they got on board and donated prizes to the raffle.
Just the fact that all these people came together to help. And then we also had other local businesses that also wanted to help donate prizes. So we had like Youngstown Flea, 1820 Candle Company, probably like 12 businesses, like Fat Axes, they all called and were like, can I throw in something? So now there's like, instead of one prize, there's gonna be, I think, 13.
Now the raffle will raise over $14,000. Youngstown businesses helping Youngstown's own.
We're downtown businesses. We support other local businesses, like we all support each other in the community of local businesses, but there's also 60,000 residents that are here in Youngstown, and those people need help, those people need our support. I feel like for this whole thing to work, we have to have a strong community as well as our local businesses.
And when everyone pitches in, even if it's just a little bit, it can make a big difference. Enough to be a game changer, or in this case, a life changer.
Krista is messaging me just that I changed their life. You know, this family who didn't have anybody, they didn't really have a big like family presence here. To be able to see like the community like coming by and rallying behind her, it's very emotional. Like they feel like they can start out now with their new life, because this is a whole new life for them, but like start out right instead of, you know, struggling.
So there you go. The prize pack is worth over $500 now, thanks to everybody donating.
And you get to go and do something that's so significant with their opening for the brewery.
Yeah.
Like that's a good ticket. That's a good ticket to have.
It's a good ticket. I think they've raised about $14,000 so far for the wheelchair, and of course you got to do the ramp and all that stuff. And there's still time to donate if you want to. You can go to the Penguin City Beer Facebook page. The apps or the link is at the bottom, or go to the GoFundMe page and look for Krista Harrison, and you should find that too. And the drawing is this Wednesday, so you still have time to do it, but it's this Wednesday, which is, if you're young and cool, you know that's one of the coolest nights of the year to go out because everybody comes home, and so they're kind of putting that all together.
I think it's wonderful. One, Aspasia, for her to say, you know what, we are going to make a difference. She can do anything. She's a wonderful spirit. We're lucky to have her in the Valley.
Very good.
You know who else we're lucky to have in the Valley?
I do know.
All of our friends.
Okay, I thought you were going to name a lot. Thought for sure.
And of course, Mark Canzanetta. And Pesto's Test Kitchen just a few short years ago was bustling with lots of people. We had Dr. Farmer, we had Joe, we had, I mean, how many people? We had so many people in that kitchen, I don't think we could fit any more.
Good thing he's got a big kitchen.
Yeah.
So here's part one of his Friendsgiving.
Pesto's Test Kitchen, where we are celebrating the holiday of Lauren.
Friendsgiving.
Friendsgiving.
Wow. This is what it's
that time of year already?
Yeah, and Lauren's going to explain exactly what that is in a second. But let's introduce our friends, shall we?
Well, we have Sam and
Sam
Rachel.
and Just got married.
Just got married.
Yeah.
Leo from
Right.
Leo's Ristorante in Howland.
Right.
Michael Yanesi, professional gambler. I am Mark Canzanetta, host of Pesto in the Test Kitchen. My beautiful wife, Melissa.
Mike and Lauren and Dr. Farmer.
Dr. Tony Farmer.
It's just a sampling of our friends. We couldn't fit any more in the kitchen.
There's not enough
We have a
room
big
here.
crowd today.
Yes, we do. And
As Friendsgiving should be.
that's what it's all about. Right?
Okay, what is it?
First of all, so many people have, become our friends because of this show, which
lot.
we're really grateful for. And Dr. Farmer, you're always asking, can we come? Can we hang out? Always. She's our friend on this show. So
We love it. We love
have
it.
a good time. And Mark was so kind to be able to put together so many different dishes that are perfect for low stress and the people that we want to be
is kinda
thankful
low
for.
stress.
Sometimes family can be a little stressful. So
It
this
can
is,
be.
the love of everybody that are just, friends. That
And we knew that was going to happen right then and there.
Oh, the
the waffle iron
We'll
had to
explain
go
that.
off right then and
Bada
there.
bing, bada
Explain it in a second. Yeah, normally everyone would bring something to Friendsgiving,
Right.
but our friend Mark just made all the stuff by himself.
I did.
I
didn't make everything. I have a very talented team over at
Right.
Bistro 1907. They were very gracious to help me with some of these
And we
things.
didn't have to do anything.
And
So
no,
why
that's
don't
a
you-
perfect Friendsgiving
Why don't you
for you.
start down there and talk about what we have and what's on our menu
Well, you know what?
for Friendsgiving?
When we go to Thanksgiving, everybody has a great Thanksgiving, and they have everybody's interpretation of Thanksgiving dinner. Friendsgiving should be more of like, oh wow, I want to break from that, maybe still have some of the integrity of Thanksgiving. So we're gonna I have a beautiful smoked turkey breast over there, from our friends at Vienna, and then we're gonna do a stuffing waffle, and we're gonna have an open face turkey sandwich with a stuffing waffle, turkey gravy, and cranberry mostardo.
Have you ever heard of such a
We
thing?
have some small shrimp over there because when we're talking about our friends, we want to make sure we impress them.
Those are a meal
with
every
one of the
bite.
biggest shrimp we can find. Those are called UH shrimps, or 8 to a pound. So those are big shrimps. We're going to build, all of us, and our dear friend Leo over here, because he owns an Italian restaurant. We're going to build a perfect salumi and cheese board. So we're going to do that.
This is it.
That's it. That's some of the ingredients
size
for
of
that.
these shrimp, Mark,
I know, they're amazing. Mike's slicing up some salumi.
Thank you, Cleveland
We have
Seafood.
turkey
Yeah, Cleveland
meatballs.
Seafood
We're going to do
is
turkey
bringing it
meatballs
our
with a
day.
maple glaze.
Okay.
We have some great stuffed mushrooms with boursin cheese, spinach, garlic, breadcrumbs. We're going to do this amazing kicked up version of lettuce wraps. We're going to do some turkey lettuce wraps. Mike, you're going to come over to the stove and make some great rice noodles, puff up, and it's going to be great TV. And
Yes, I am.
so we have a lot of great food. We have some great wine, great friends, and that's what it's all about. So I think Leo and I are going to come over here and make some turkey.
Okay. You
Lettuce
guys go
wraps.
ahead. I want to ask you. So tell me the meats and cheeses we have here real quick.
Oh, we have some great chorizo. We have some finocchia. We have some Gouda, some Parmigiano Reggiano. We have
That's
a
this one.
duck pastrami over there.
That's that one.
We have a Portuguese sausage. We have
Okay.
some Emmentaler and some Gruyere.
Okay. And do you have to pick meats and cheeses that
I
go
think
with
they
each
should
other?
go along Parmesan with Genoa, Italian to Italian, Spanish to Spanish. But, they're all good. They all go great together, and nothing brings them together better than a great glass of wine.
No rules. No rules. You cut.
No rules.
I'm going to go over here and watch
We're
these
coming
guys.
over here.
Let's make some meatballs, shall we?
We're gonna make some meatballs.
Come on, Leo.
So Leo, you've been making meatballs longer than me, man.
Turn this
I
on.
never made meatballs in your kitchen back in the day. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna throw down some sesame oil, some toasted sesame oil. We're gonna turn up that heat a little bit. With Asian cooking, you always want to have ginger, garlic, and I'm using roasted garlic because maybe our friends don't want to smell garlic on their breath, so we're going to use some roasted garlic and scallions. So we're just going to start off, get a quick saute on that. You want to bring it out until all the perfumes of the ginger and the garlic come out. Then we're going to add some water chestnuts. We're going to add some celery, some carrots, some diced red peppers. Now, do you like meatballs spicy?
I do.
We're going to add a little bit of Fresno chili. It's got a nice balance. Sometimes it can be a jalapeno's baby brother, or sometimes it can be a jalapeno's ugly grandfather.
Okay.
So it just matters
And we don't-
which
as of
way
now,
it grows.
we don't know,
We
right?
don't know. It's going to be a surprise.
Okay.
And then we're going to add some ground turkey. I like to use 93% turkey, 7% fat, so it's a 93 and 7% mix. So we're just
Because
going to bring. Because the fat content. You don't want super high fat content because Thanksgiving is so rich. We have all those rich foods, a lot of butter and stuffing, a lot of butter in the sweet potatoes, all those other things. So we want to make this a little bit of healthy. So now I'm going to add some sweet soy sauce, and I love sweet soy in this. Gives a nice sweet flavor,
I
plus
didn't
that
even know
beautiful.
they had sweet sauce.
They do. It's a glaze. I love rice vinegar because you want that acid in it to bring out all the flavors. And Leo, you can do that for me. Just going to deglaze around the outside. And then Mike, when we build these lettuce wraps, I love doing things with textures and crunches. So Mike, you're going to do the world famous rice noodles.
I've always wanted to do that.
You're going to do it right now. Drop it in there, man. Let's see what happens.
How far back should I be?
No, it takes a second for it to go.
Do I
So
need,
just drop it in
like,
and you're going to be fine.
safety goggles? Like from far
Just
up?
go ahead. Don't be scared. Wait for it. Wait for it.
So far, so good.
So far, so good. It's going to bubble in a second. Oh, yeah. It's just
Here
getting
comes the
happy.
bubbling.
Wait for it.
I always wanted to do that. How do you know when it's done?
When the bubbles go very, very small, just like when you're frying tortilla chips, when the bubbles go small, you know it's done.
There you go.
There you go.
And it's done.
And it's done. Pull them out.
Yeah. And then what?
There you go. And just tilt it to the side because we don't have a thing on it, and we're just going to hold those just like this, Mike.
Okay.
Right here.
You telling a little shaky?
That's okay.
I don't know if
You were
noticed.
nervous.
I don't know
You
if
thought it was
noticed.
going to be like
I thought it was
fireworks.
going to be that big thing.
So
But
Leo's got that working. You got the rice noodles working.
Yeah.
We're going to come back. We're going to assemble some more things. We're going to have a great time and enjoy each other's friendship, as we should, on this festive day.
Oh, this is going to be so good. Are you ready for this?
I cut it all up.
You did.
Oh, good. You have that, and that to go.
So
Oh,
right now we're going to put
here
the
we go.
turkey meatballs in the oven. We're going to put the spinach stuffed mushroom caps in the oven. We're going to come back. We're going to talk about all the food, how we have such interactive fun, because you want your cocktail party or your Friendsgiving party to be very interactive. You want people to have a job. You want them to build things. You want them to have fun with food, and that's what food does. Food is an amalgamator. It brings people together, it brings families together, it creates memories.
Yeah.
Everybody agree?
Sounds good.
All right. So next time we come back, we're going to assemble all the food.
Yeah.
And then we're going to all say what we're thankful for.
Absolutely.
You have to think of one thing you're thankful for.
Absolutely.
Just one, okay?
All right.
All right.
All right, we'll be right back.
All right, that made me hungry.
Yeah, the meats,
Now I
the
wanna eat.
cheeses, the wines. My gosh, it's so good to see
The
everybody.
knives are very sharp, though. You
Yes,
really have to be careful with the knives.
Especially you.
Right, because we don't want anything, we don't need that maneuver going on. All right, let's take our
Out of
first break.
all of the hand gestures that I thought were going to happen on this show,
This
I
one.
didn't think that
This one. The kids still fall for that. They do.
Thanksgiving Day tricks and magic
And treats.
and
yes.
treats from the dogs that never stop in
this
this
place.
house.
We
We're
need
so
to-
thankful for them.
God, I'm going to be thankful for a new studio one day. All right, let's take our break. When we come back, we're going to tell you about an awesome contest,
Yes.
and you're going to meet the people behind it.
Well, Ducat not only sells the product, but we service them. We have parts and service support for every machine that you buy at Ducat. You are purchasing a machine, it's eventually going to break or need work, and we are here to do that. You don't get that from an online sale or a mass merchant. They just don't have the ability to have the parts and the service. We send our mechanics to school every year. We have 2 Briggs & Stratton master service technicians. There are not many in the country, probably less than 5,000 in the country, and we have 2 at Ducat. And we also have gold certified steel mechanics and numerous certifications in parts and service for every brand that we carry.
So let yourself go to Ducat. Let yourself go to Ducat.
Hi, this is Elfie, the Metro Monthly Elf. I'm here to tell you about all the cool stuff you'll find at the Metro Monthly store. We have hoodies and sweatshirts and clothing for Dad. We have posters and aprons and messenger bags. We have boots Belle I adore, plus t-shirts and caps. We have frame prints of downtown, plus note cards and maps. We have big sizes, small sizes, and plus sizes too. We have cool stuff for Grandma and cool stuff for you. So stop by today, and please don't delay. Our workshop is humming. The store's up and running. We're here for this season, your holiday store. So shop Metro Monthly for all this and more.
At RC Compounding, their team of pharmacists specialize in erectile dysfunction therapies that don't have to cost an arm and a leg.
It's becoming more and more comfortable to talk about these things. And we're not doctors, but we're pharmacists. But you can call and talk to us and we will tailor something to you. We will reach out to your doctor. We'll collaborate with you, collaborate with your doctor. We compound a specific drug for a specific patient.
RC Compounding, we care about your health.
Welcome back to Valley Spotlight, our special Thanksgiving edition. So we figured we'd do it from, a place where you have Thanksgiving, like somebody's house.
This big table would be perfect for Thanksgiving.
You were
wouldn't it?
invited, but you're too busy.
I got family coming in from
I know.
everywhere.
Well, right, your brother's coming in, your cousin's coming in.
Yep, it's gonna
California people coming in?
Yep. No, well, she's from California. She lives in Chicago.
Oh, okay.
So.
Very good. See, this is how we catch up. Work, catch up, same.
All right. Meet the Gault family, right?
Oh my gosh. Aren't they special?
Generous, handsome.
Right?
Yeah.
And giving. And it is all about making one family a little bit warmer this year. But before you get to all of that, wait till you meet the people behind this wonderful company. Once you meet the family behind Gault Heating and Cooling, it's easy to see why they've been in business since the 1940s.
I mean, business is just such a special business, such a special family, really, and not just because I'm part of it. I think anybody you ask about the Gault family would give you that same response. But the business goes back 3 generations, starting with Grandpa, so 65, 66 years back now at this point. So Grandpa started it. Dad took it over, and now my husband Glenn and I have it. And so just a business rooted in doing the right thing and treating you like family, right? And so that's what we try to do, and that's why we want to do what we're doing today.
3 generations of Gaults have made good on getting their customers' needs taken care of. it all comes down to the basics. But the job itself isn't exactly basic. Every home, every installation is different.
Well, we do furnaces and air conditioners, and we do rooftop units, and we do a lot of retrofit where we take out the old furnace and put the new ones in, and we custom fit everything. Measured. Every job is measured to the right spec, and we build it, fabricate it, and then we put it in, and we do the whole job. We haul all the old equipment away, and we clean up when we're done, and we like to leave it cleaner than when we started. Yeah, that's what we try to do.
Now, Glenn Jr. has taken the business to new levels. Gault Heating and Cooling now covers 5 local counties and has over 40 employees.
Some of our growth is just because I think it's fun, you know. And then there's been certain areas that have needed our help a little bit more than others. So those certain areas we've grown into just because we knew there was a need there. So where there's a need, you go there and help out other people. And it ultimately, just like putting in, you know, that equipment that day, you can go to bed that night knowing, say, hey, we did something else in that certain area and we did a good thing.
His father, Glenn Sr., and wife Jessica couldn't be happier to see the business continue to grow into the 4th generation.
Well, you know what? It makes me feel very proud, very proud. And my little grandson here, Gavin, he thinks he works there. Some days he thinks he doesn't need to go to school. He could just work down at the shop, you know? He likes to come in and do some things. And
our son, literally, I'm not joking you, literally every day wants to wear Gault Heating to school, and occasionally I have to say, you know, we gotta throw something else in there, Gav, like, you know, but it's just what we live and breathe. It's just who we are, you know, and all rooted in trying to help people and give back and do good things.
And with more customers comes the chance to help in even bigger ways. This year, the Gault family is giving away a gas furnace to a family in need.
Yeah, we like to give away a furnace that somebody really needs it and give them some warm heat all winter.
It's their way of putting the basic needs first, from one family to another.
You know, we look at it as giving back to a community that gives so much to us, right? I mean, we have so many customers throughout the Mahoning Valley and people who trust us to be in their home, who trust us to take care of them, right? And that's not a commitment that we take lightly by any means. And we have a lot of loyal customers too. And so this is just one small piece, right? One small thing that we can do. It's in our wheelhouse. It's something that we can do to help out. And so I hope it helps, right?
Well, it makes you feel good as you give somebody heat and something that they can count on all winter. And it's no fun waking up in the middle of the night with no heat. And something everybody needs, and some people don't appreciate it till they don't have it. Then when they don't have it, boy, they want it.
All right, let's tell people how to enter the contest, right?
Right, it's very simple. Just go to valleyspotlight.com. It's right underneath there. It's Gault giveaway, or you can go to Gault Heating and Cooling, their website, gaultheating.com. Okay. We have a lovely contest form there, so you can nominate someone. You do have to agree to the terms and conditions because obviously we want to, put them on TV and say congratulations. But the prize itself is worth thousands of dollars, and as we all know, waking up in the middle of winter with no heat.
It always seems to, first of all, your air conditioning always peters out right when it's the hottest day.
97 degrees.
And then you can't get someone to take care of it. Yep. And then the furnace always goes out when it's the coldest day. It happens all the time to people.
And for them, they are just located just really down the street right here in Hubbard, but they do cover 5 different counties across the area. So it doesn't really matter where you live as long as it's a gas furnace. Electric, sorry guys, it's just not quite the same.
And it's probably time for people to get theirs tuned up and ready to go.
Absolutely. And they have so many, even their people that are like, they're technicians and their inspectors, all those things, they're just, all of them are so nice.
Yeah, thank you,
I have to admit that.
Very generous, thank you.
All right,
let's peek in on you and Kelly Warren.
House flipping is the thing to do. And if you're wondering what the do's and the don'ts and the things to look out for, Kelly Warren and Kelly Warren has some advice for you. I just kind of listen. Well, this week on Home Advantage with Kelly Warren of Kelly Warren and Associates, we're talking about flipping.
Yay.
Flipping, and not backflips.
I get excited about this stuff.
So do I. I think a lot of people do. I mean, the HGTV networks out there and the, do it yourself and, the Magnolia group over there down in Texas, they know what they're doing, but we know what we're doing here in the Valley too.
Yeah, you know why? Because as fun as it is for the investors and the people doing the work to see the house change, the buyers love it too. Who doesn't want to move into a completely redone house? You know?
And on top of that, I would think the neighbors, the people that live around these places that people are scooping up and changing into beautiful homes like this one, that's going to make property values.
It does, yeah.
Shoot up a little bit.
So it's good for everyone all around.
Okay, this specific house, I have to admit, when you sent us the address, we're like, where are we going? We're literally in a wonderful spot in Austintown, off of Mahoning Avenue, but you can't see it.
Dead end location, park-like setting, close to like Dunkin' Donuts and the freeway. Like, what else do you need?
There's nothing else in the world, at least according to my world these days.
So if you're looking for a flip, the first thing they say is location, location, location.
Exactly.
Right? You can change everything but that.
So the flipping checklist for people, if you are thinking about doing this, location first, and then what? How much are we going to pay, and what's our budget? I would think.
Yeah, so that's what the savvy investor needs to be aware of is how much their profit needs to be, how much they need to have into the house, what repairs need done, what they're going to pay for the house, and all that comes together. And those numbers are things that only that investor can come up with. Everybody might have a different investment strategy or profit margin, or are you doing the work yourself, or are you contracting the work out? Because that changes the numbers on everything.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. With this specific one that we're standing in, take me through some of the things that this flipper decided that they were going to do, because I know this was a huge project.
Yes. Well, you know, you want to make sure that the house is safe, sound, and secure. So redoing roofs and decking and siding and things like that to make sure that the house is safe. New furnaces and hot water tanks to make sure that everything is running well and that the house is going to be in great shape for the next buyer. And then, of course, all of your cosmetics to make sure that you've got the in colors and, you know, the designs that people want.
Gray on gray. She loves it.
I love it. It's bright and open and cheerful.
It is. It is really,
and
really
it is
clean.
very stylish.
It really is, and you can pretty much do anything in here. When it comes to putting that kind of budget together, you just went through some pretty big dollar amounts. How do people pay for it? The financing available? Do you set that money aside and say, I'm not going to go over it, or you know, how do you manage that?
So for those buyers that are buying the flip houses, it's great because they're getting all the new everything and they're just buying it for the one purchase price of the house.
Yes.
But for the investors who are doing the work, you've either got to have some cash to be working with, or you need to have a loan company that is well versed in rehabs and renovations and things like that. It is not something that you can just walk into with no money out of pocket and get a job like this done.
Got it. Got it. All right. So for people at home that are like, oh, that looks lovely, and I am ready to pounce, the address out here is
660 North Anderson in Austintown.
Very, very nice. And for more information and so many listings, go to kellysoldit.com or text or call
330-717-2689.
Thank you, Kel.
Thank you.
Good to see you.
You
Happy
too,
fall.
always.
A to Z Dependable Services now offers walk-in tubs and showers in as little as 1 day. Let us create a safer bathing experience in your bathroom or the shower of your dreams. Call A to Z Dependable Services today for a free estimate or visit us online at onlyatoz.com.
Valley Spotlight is teaming up with Gault Heating and Cooling to literally heat up your holiday season.
That's right. If you know somebody who needs a new furnace, now is your chance to help.
To nominate someone to win a brand new Lennox gas furnace, just visit valleyspotlight.com or gaultheating.com. Tell us their story and help us make this holiday season extra warm.
The winner will be announced on Valley Spotlight at 4 p.m. Sunday, December 19th on the Valley CW.
Happy holidays, everyone!
3, 2, 1, 0, 0.
Welcome back to Valley Spotlight on this Sunday afternoon. Boy, we've had the weather. It's like crummy,
cold,
hot, warm.
Who knows?
Get your leaves done. Oh, we better put up the Christmas decorations.
I haven't yet.
No, this is nice.
Thank you.
I don't like people that jump the gun, but many do.
It is downstairs, though.
All right, I love to surround myself with talented people or talk to people, and especially some that have taken what they can do and turned that into a job and a way of living.
Well, look at that. It's like you, though.
Yeah, kind of like that, but these guys are better.
Okay.
They're pastry chefs. I found not one, but two. It's part of our Perfectly Plated series this week.
Canned pumpkin because it's already smooth.
Dora Petkus is following her passion here in the kitchen at Avalon at Buell Park, just like Barbie Huey over at Squaw Creek. Both of them are pastry chefs, and both knew a long time ago that's what they wanted to be.
When I was probably around 16, 17, I was looking at careers and I was like, you know what, baking sounds fun.
In middle school, we actually went to Votech, and we had a day there, and we got to pick what we wanted to do, and that was one of the stations that I actually went to, and I loved it.
I actually was gonna go for culinary. I was gonna be an actual chef, not a pastry chef. Because I was like, I know enough about pastry, it's fine, I don't need the extra. And then my first class was an intro to pastry, and it just opened up all these new doors, and we did like chocolates and breakfast pastries and all kinds of stuff, and I was just like, oh my goodness, there is so much more that I had no idea existed. So I switched my major.
So did you come home and tell your parents that's what you wanted to do?
I kind of did, and my mom was like, well, I thought you wanted to be a teacher, and I'm like, nope, that's out the window.
Eventually, they both found their way to Avalon, and both of them are loving the creative process of making desserts.
I love coming up with new ideas, putting things together, imagining things in my head and then making them real.
Just the creativity.
Yeah.
You can do different shapes and display things differently.
You know, we think about things that sound maybe odd but go together really well. I also do a lot of, sitting there looking at things on the internet and going, ooh, this sounds good. What if I put this with this?
You're like your own little mad scientist.
Yes, I'm absolutely a mad scientist.
Seeing how you can start with one object and turn it into something else.
Both are working on autumn items this time of year. Barbie has these on the menu.
There is an apple creme brulee, there is a hazelnut mousse, and a pumpkin Napoleon.
I want the creme brulee. It's a twist on regular creme brulee, but apples on the bottom, and this brown sugar that she uses a blowtorch to crystallize on top. And then the taste test. So good. And over at Buell, here's Dora working away on this decadent treat.
It's a cheesecake that I'm actually doing for the restaurant at the hotel. It's a butterscotch pumpkin pie cheesecake, and I just was sitting there one day going, I really want to make something with butterscotch, and then I was like, but pumpkin pie, but what if I put them together?
And it's an award winner.
Yep. It won the Taste of the Valley Best Dessert this year.
They don't have everything in common. Barbie's not a sweets person, but Dora is.
I always like eating pastries. I always like eating things that are sweet, eating cake, I mean, how can you not?
How can you not? But the one thing they do agree on, when people ask them to make all the desserts for their family holiday functions.
It used to be I was the one who always made all the birthday cakes and all the desserts for Christmas and Thanksgiving and...
No, I refuse. I will make something, but I will not make all of it, no.
I like eating what other people make too. Sometimes it's like, I want a little break here, please. I do this all the time for work.
All right, Squaw Creek, Buell Park, and they do some stuff for the Grand Resort too.
That cheesecake.
Taste of the Valley winner. How about that?
Oh my goodness.
They're always concocting something.
I won't
aren't
even
they?
bring the cheesecake out that we have in the fridge right now because it won't even compare. Not going to do it.
You sure you don't want to?
I can give it to you before you go.
Yes.
Okay.
Speaking of food, want to go back into Pesto's test kitchen?
I do. And there's so much. He like rolled out all the stops for all of so many of our good friends. We've got Dr. Farmer's in there. We've got
just a lot of people.
So many.
Crunched around this table.
And a couple that just had a baby too. So stay tuned.
second time. The first time didn't go very well.
1, go.
It's like we just won the national championship.
That was beautiful.
Well, you don't want to do it.
No, you did fine.
Friendsgiving back in Pesto's test kitchen, and another friend just showed up, which we're so glad to have Roberto.
That's what happens
here.
at Friendsgiving.
You never know who's going to show up to the test
That's
kitchen.
right.
That's what's
That
great.
is
You know, I'm
the
surprised my neighbors just don't come in here because they see all the trucks and the cars out front.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they just don't show
Are they
up.
invited in retrospect?
Anytime they want to come by.
Very
Anytime
good.
they want to come by.
You want to go down and talk about the menu we have?
Oh my gosh, Mike! You know, I want to thank Hillcrest Foods, one of our sponsors, and Cleveland Seafood Company. We have that amazing Thanksgiving waffle with that smoked turkey breast with maple and bourbon and gravy and Thanksgiving cranberry sauce. Look
Finished
at that!
product.
That's amazing.
Finished product.
The turkey meatballs down there by Dr. Farmer with a little bit of jalapeno, Fresno, and maple syrup glaze. The shrimp cocktail. I can't even begin to talk about the shrimp cocktail. Doc, how is that?
Yeah.
I think you need to get in there and give us. You're gonna fight somebody for that?
Dig in and go.
Leo
Don't
and
wait
Michael and Mike, they made this great salumi and cheese board. A lot of great stuff from a lot of great vendors. And Mike from the Bread Chef provided us with that beautiful cranberry raisin almond bread. Phenomenal. Mike, you and I are gonna get down on this bib lettuce and the Oriental
Pick
chip
this up,
turkey.
Leo, real quick.
And then we have some great mushroom stuff with boursin cheese and garlic and breadcrumbs and spinach. It's coming your way. Now is the time where we had all this great hard work. Everybody worked so hard. Now is the time for us to say what we're thankful for and then dig in.
Well, let's just dig in.
Oh, we're
What's
just
like
digging in?
Thankful after.
All right, so Mike,
All right, so
this is living lettuce. This is from Cleveland.
Yeah.
And this comes from East 55th Street.
What kind of lettuce is it?
This is bib lettuce from Green
Why
City
is it
Growers.
living lettuce?
Because it's got the seed stem attached. It's still living with a little bit of water in the package.
Poor little guy.
Poor little guy.
Yeah.
Leo and I made this great filling with the turkey meat and the chestnuts and the garlic and the scallions and ginger. Okay. You made the cran. I'm going to put this in your hand.
All right, I got it. Dig
now
in,
you're
you
going to
guys.
take
Dig
some of
in what
those
we do.
noodles. Everybody
Go
dig
ahead.
in.
Delish.
Get some of those crispy rice noodles. Now you build it yourself. You got the micro cilantro, the peanuts, the scallions, the torgayashi, the toasted
Just with my
sesame.
fingers? You okay with
Just
it?
get in there. It's
All right.
we're friends. We're friends now.
We're friends.
All right, I'm gonna try.
Michael, I know you're not a stranger to this feast. Leo, I started off as an apprentice under Leo a long time ago, and we've been working together as friends for a long time. Oh, that honey is just dark wildfire honey. It's gonna blow your mind when you taste it.
They're too far. You guys are too far from the food.
Too far from the food?
Grab
Tell
the
Bobby,
turkey.
please eat something.
Grab that turkey plate. Let's hand it down to those other guys. How about that? Right there. This right here. Grab that. Yeah.
So
Hand it down.
to me, this is what it's all about. Bringing friends, family. I've always had a motto at my house. We're kind of like the island of misfit toys. Whoever doesn't have a home for Thanksgiving comes over to our house because we want to provide food and friendship to everybody around.
How about people that still have a home for Thanksgiving? Can we still come to your
Absolutely.
house? Okay, great.
Mike, I think I'm making your Thanksgiving turkey.
I think you should. I don't care what the cost is.
You like that? Good.
Great idea.
It's so good.
I think I have honey in my hand.
Okay, Roberto, are we doing our thanks?
Let's take our break.
Oh, let's take our break.
Take our break. We'll let everybody think about it.
Okay.
Process it, digest it a little bit.
Oh, great.
And talk about the things that they're thankful
I'm
for.
not used to a break.
Yeah, let's take a break.
Leo, are you used to a break?
Oh, we got a lot to eat.
Be right back.
As a real estate investor, I look for sharp agents who really know their market. Agents who do so much business, they can find me the right investment property and sell it for the most money without drama. When I need real estate advice in the Mahoning Valley, I call Kelly Warren. Her innovative marketing attracts hundreds of buyers every month, which creates more demand for your home, selling it faster and for more money. She guarantees to sell it on your timeline or she'll buy it. Call the agent I trust, Kelly Warren, and avoid the drama.
Our customers are always part of the equation of everything we try to do. We don't have a Hillcrest label that we're trying to push on you. We don't have stockholders we're trying to make profit for. There's no out-of-state corporate office. The competitive advantage for Hillcrest over our national competition really is sustainability. sustainable pricing, number one, service, and caring about what the customer needs, not our agenda. It's tough to get off course when that's your focus.
All right, back here in Pesto's Test Kitchen, just by a show of hands, how many have ever had Friendsgiving before?
This is my first.
How many people would do it again next weekend if we wanted to?
Yes. I think we should do it once a week.
How many people have shrimp in their teeth? Oh, good. I thought it was just me. I don't know. I thought it was just me. What are you thankful for, Dr. Farmer?
This may sound cliche,
Yeah.
but I'm thankful for health, because as a surgeon, without good health, you can't be present for yourself
Right.
or for others.
And with good health, there wouldn't be any surgeons. So, we're thankful. How about you two, Rachel and Sam?
Well, I'm thankful for getting a new husband, getting rid of Mike last night.
What do you mean? I wasn't there. All right, and you, Sam?
I'm just thankful for this beautiful country that we live in.
Oh, that's pretty good.
That's really nice. That's really nice.
Mike?
All right, Michael, you can see.
You know what?
You're up next.
I'm so thankful for my children and my best friends.
Aw.
Mark, Leo, we just have great time.
Don't forget the one that's missing. He's protecting the peace.
Wish you were here.
Dominic?
And you know what?
You missed out, brother.
Just love it. It's just amazing.
Leo?
I'm thankful for being invited today. This is wonderful. This
Well,
is
we're
great
honored
food,
to have you, my
great
friend.
people. This is a great day.
I probably wouldn't have went to CIA without Leo
This
and
is
his help in
great.
getting me in, because I wasn't exactly a great honors student going to CIA. They actually sent somebody down to see if I was sound mentally enough to go to culinary school.
And turns out this guy
Because I didn't have good test scores.
Honest to goodness, it's so great to have so many people in our world, and I think it's my turn.
Go ahead.
Yes,
We're
it
going
is.
around. We're going around.
I am very much thankful for my team and this family that we've created, like with a whole bunch of love. So thank you to all of you. Like, you guys have really changed my life, all of you. So I don't know, is it true?
I am thankful for every blessing every day that I get to count. There's
So
more
many.
than enough to go around with us.
Yes. And I am thankful for everybody in this room, my wife, our beautiful 4 daughters, our grandchildren, our new grandbaby Seviano, and just the honor to be able to do what I do every day and make people happy. That's what I'm thankful for.
Roberto, your turn. Follow that one up.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Good luck,
Like
bud.
everybody else, I'm thankful for my family. I'm thankful for good friends, good food, and good health.
Good health, amen.
Yeah.
Amen. And what about good bubbles?
Good bubbles.
Lauren gave us the most amazing bubbles we have. You
Lauren
know.
always has a little bit of help around.
for
All
Lauren
the friends that
today.
are not here.
So cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Salute. Thank you, everybody, for being in the test kitchen. I thank God and I thank this beautiful country we're able to live in. And everybody have a wonderful Thanksgiving, whether it's with your family or this beautiful, amazing tradition that's become popular, Friendsgiving. So cheers to everybody. God bless.
Cheers.
Papa Canzonetta's peppers, recipe established in 1975. A family secret is now yours to share with the people who add spice to your life. Choose from mild and hot versions, plus our famous original blend too. They're the perfect punch for any dish, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We've got the recipes to prove it. Just follow us on Facebook, order online at papacans.com and pick your peck. papacans.com, order 6 jars or more and qualify for free shipping. We like it hot. We're glad you do too.
Whether it's dinner out with friends and family or your next catered event, Rachel's Restaurant in Austintown always makes it special and delicious. Award-winning cuisine, relaxing atmosphere, and so much more. Rachel's Restaurant, Austintown.
Salt Me is a company that produces products that are made out of Himalayan sea salt. I have a love affair with Himalayan sea salt. And as an ear, nose, and throat doctor, the most important thing for me is that the products are going to be effective and that they're going to be safe for patients. So I make products that help sinus conditions, and I make products that are going to be good for the skin and good for the body. And all of them are made of Himalayan sea salt.
to Valley Spotlight as we approach this Thanksgiving and holiday season. A lot of times, you go to church with family, right?
Very often, as a matter of fact, yeah.
Yeah, and I always wonder what brings people there. Why are you there, and how do you feel when you leave? So that's what we decided to dedicate our time to with our friends at Rust City this week. And the story, the people that we randomly met, Mike, unbelievable.
Let's hear their stories.
Why do people go to church, and how do they feel as they leave and start a new week? These are questions we simply cannot answer unless we ask. So we decided to surprise our friends at Rust City, and at random, we asked the question, why are you here? The answers were drastically different, to say the least. First, there was 74-year-old George Curl. Born and raised in Columbiana, Ohio, his father started the family farm there back in 1941.
We were thinking of changing churches, and we had a friend invite us to come here with her family, and I'm glad we did. Seems to be a very nice church. Very much enjoyed the sermon. A lot of good points,
Then we sat down with his wife of 34 years, Debbie.
This is the first time.
First time.
And how was it?
I love it. Yes, I love it.
What about it?
Just like when I first got here, got out of the car, I hear Gio call me, "Hey, Debbie!" And that was like, there's a friendly face. And Pastor was right, no, there was someone else right there. And then when we came in, Pastor was right at the door and just greeted us, and very open and friendly and, willing to meet you where you're at.
Then we had the chance to meet Brent and Bree George. They are quite the opposite of George and Debbie, so to speak. The couple actually met at Rust City, even though Brent never ever thought a church like this, with its life is big approach, would ever be the church for him.
What I would say is I felt the same way 5 years ago before I started coming. I was really intimidated. I've never really been in a church before, or when I had, I didn't have very good experiences with it. But something's different about this place. When I first started coming, I immediately felt like family. People loved on me. I was able to get in and get connected, and people would help build me up and help me get through the things I was struggling with, at least for me.
Fast forward a few years, and this place means something completely different to them as newlyweds.
I think something that has been good, especially for our marriage, is just coming in and hearing messages together and just, going home and applying the things that we're learning and we're hearing and we're being reminded of, because we've been coming here for a long time. So many of the things that we are hearing every week is we know the material. It's just being reminded of it and then applying it to our lives and our marriage together now is different from when 5 years ago we heard it and it was just, we're applying this to our single lives. Now it's learning how to integrate that together.
Yeah.
And as for George and Debbie Curl, this might be the place for their future, even after over 34 years of marriage.
God's message was given to us today. That's what we came for, and we did get that.
As for the 35-minute drive from Columbiana, Debbie might have said it best.
Of course, I made George drive. I ride.
So as a new week begins, how will they ride into it? What is their mindset?
Do you think he'll come back?
Yes, I do. I think we'll be back next Sunday.
Wow.
And that, see if it keeps me going for another week. That's what I need.
I've been here for years and I've never left, and it's just, I felt like I belonged from the day I walked in the door. And it's just, we're just an integrated part of the community here, and just being able to serve every week, and we have friends, and there's kids that are now 7 years old that I've been teaching since they were babies, and it's just being part of that community and watching kids grow up and watching teenagers grow up, and just we were friends for years before we started dating, and just like we met at this church. So it's just like it's been a big part of us in our lives.
How about that? An older couple that have been married for so long, their first time there ever, from Columbiana.
Yeah. And then you pull them aside and interview.
Right, I'm like, hi.
Hey, come over here for a minute.
You don't know me, but can I talk to you? That's exactly how it went.
On the camera.
Pastor Doug sees me walk in, he's like, I didn't know you were coming today. I'm like,
really?
This is the fun part of hanging out with journalists. You never know when we're going to be there.
We're always on, and we hope you are too. All right, let's take a break.
And
come back.
then we're going to take a look at everything that's brand new at the rescue mission. Oh gosh, it's a wonderful thing for you and I to see after all these years.
Yes, should be cool. Be right back.
For nearly 80 years, Cafe 422 has been the Valley's premier destination for steaks, seafood, and fine Italian cuisine. Join us at Cafe 422 for lunch, dinner, and all of your special occasions. Cafe 422 in Warren and Boardman.
No hot water? Call A to Z Dependable Services. Our fully stocked rapid response water heater specialist will get you back in hot water in no time. A to Z is the only call you need to make.
Some roasted corn, some scallions.
Okay.
We're gonna hit it with, well, that could have been a little bit too much scallion, but that's okay. A pinch of salt, a pinch of...
You talk first. Welcome back to Valley Spotlight.
It's good to see you, Michael.
I know. We're used to Zooming.
I know.
Everybody's in a Zoom and then they talk over each other. A couple of housekeeping items before we go.
Right.
The first one
is the fact that the rescue mission of the Mahoning Valley is open to the public. It was once only open for men, and now it's open for families too, Mike. We've driven past that facility.
On MLK, and you saw the signs for years, coming soon, coming soon, coming soon.
All of the fundraising, it's finally paid off for them.
Yeah.
Ribbon cuttings, all of these community partnerships and members that have had to come together to make this place not just new, but safe, and interactive spaces where people can meet and figure out what their next game plan is, not just for individuals, but for families too. It kind of gives me chills a little bit to
It's
know
going to
that
help
it's
so
done.
much. Thanks to the people in charge for putting it all together, and thanks to everybody for donating to making it possible.
Lots
Kudos.
and lots of money.
Good for you. All right.
If you know of somebody who is in need of a new furnace, anyone, a family, a single person, it doesn't matter. We want to hear their story, because the family, the Gault family, Gault Heating and Cooling, right there in Hubbard, Ohio, they are giving away a furnace this year. All you have to do is visit
ValleySpotlight.com or GaultHeating.com, and you can see details for the contest. Make sure you get your story in there and all the information you need. And toward the end of the year, we're going to give away a furnace.
On Sunday, December 19th, we will announce the big winner, and a Lennox gas
That's
furnace
so awesome.
is what they're giving
Thousands
away.
of dollars. What other show's doing that?
Nobody.
Nobody. She thought of it. And they thought of it.
They thought of it.
So good.
And then I said, oh my gosh, you want to do it with us? Heck yes, we do. We want to do it. That's how it kind of happened. But we also got a chance to catch up with some of our friends from YSU, Lori Factor, Dana School of Music.
That's right. You know how half the radio stations have Christmas music on already? Well, I hope you're not tired of it, because we're going to show you some now. And these kids are so talented.
They really are.
Yeah, so
they really are.
Carols and Cocoa is coming up. I think it's the 8th of December. So make sure you check that out. And here's a little preview as we say goodbye on Valley Spotlight.
And happy Thanksgiving. And we are very thankful for you for letting us do what we love so much, right, Mike?
That's right. Have a good day.
Next year, all our troubles will be out of sight. Have yourself a merry little Christmas.